time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff are alive for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Laissez le bon temps rouler. We are ready to let the good times roll in New Orleans tonight, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Auburn offense will see the first and 10.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Davidson. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. No run it. Handed off to the running back. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Throw to the running back in the flat. He shreds the tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Auburn now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he's talking about the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Near the 48-yard line. Second down coming up.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Finds room at the 30. Powering through a tackle. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think,
the pass rush gets home.
so the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up to the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. And he's brought down to the 16, but he's better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Shotgun running play call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 14, Michigan 7.
First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. Fires it on the move. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance of interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
That's another positive game here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Now the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, he trapped him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. Looked like a big play, if not a touchdown. And the receiver just dropped the ball.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
It's the running back in the flat. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage. There's a design quarterback here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 3rd down.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Looking looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
First down and 10. Receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Brings up second down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They look to throw it here on second down. Screen to the wide receiver. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him in the scoring position. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The defense backed up against their own end zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
And field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First play of the drive now, set up at the 24. First play of the second half to keep it on the ground. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Smothered right at the line for no gain.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking downfield. What a catch! He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. They couldn't stop him there.
Just how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Michigan, 14.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
22. And the Auburn offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
So second down after the incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's Welch. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do more.
First down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Single out, takes the handoff. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Auburn.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Second down and goal upcoming. Takes the handoff again. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quick throw to the left. Nowhere to run. Up to Allen for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
He's running out of time here. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. And he's forced out of bounds with the defense here just short of the line of scrimmage. Short loss. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
And he keeps it. As the first down is still going. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down and the 15.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
They never had a chance tackle in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Here's the second down play. Looking for a receiver. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down here to a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He's got it right near the end zone. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
With over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores. You have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they're going to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
Grinding away with a running game. It's a fumble. He scooped up the ball. It's still a live play here. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
And I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Caught near the goal line. And it'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. So a crucial touchdown, but that was just the first part. Now you got to execute the onside kicker to give yourself a chance to win the national championship.
Well, as you know, Chris, this onside kick, I think it's the toughest play in the game. Both special teams units know that the play is coming, and they understand the stakes as well. And if the kicking team can somehow get the ball, then anything can happen.
Here and go for the onside kick. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. onside kick doesn't work. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Keeping it on the ground here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in the game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking deep to the right side. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
It's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field. And the ball is picked off. Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Handoff in a single back formation. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Auburn Tigers.